I've been thinking a lot about clarity, Mike.
You've
How
been
do you
thinking a lot about
gain?
clarity. What do you mean?
Well, I feel like sometimes my prospect or my customer and I are not on the same page. And I often have to find myself like, seeking clarity. And it's actually something a coach of mine taught me years ago. Shout out to Riv if you're listening to this, of, no one can really fault you when you're seeking clarity. So if you're just like, look, I'm just trying to understand here. I'm just looking for some clarity here. Can you help me understand this? Like that is a really, it's a non-confrontational phrase. It's a really gentle way to get into a conversation, to get to the heart of the matter that might not necessarily be an easy conversation, but if you go at it the wrong way, you're not going to get the clarity that you seek. So that's just one of my thoughts about clarity. Is it's something that is going to help both people, right? It's going to help the prospect, it's going to help you.
Well, and I did it there when I asked you the question. What do you mean? Like, what do you mean? It didn't. It felt comfortable, right? Like it
Oh, and
didn't
I
feel.
didn't
It
even
didn't
know
feel
you did
weird.
it. That was good.
So, and that's the thing. Like we can have these natural conversations with people where we're genuinely interested in the perspective of others, or getting a deeper understanding of what it was that we think we heard, so that we can confirm that, validate an understanding, and we can do that with asking simple questions, sharing information, then asking a follow-up question. What else do you have?
Well, I think about it in terms of when you and I first met, actually in Austin. You were running an idea by me, and I was like, I really love that. And you said, what do you love about it? And you know what? Usually people will just stop with the first answer, right? And as salespeople, we can get into this trap. Like, you hear your prospect or your customer say something, and instead of digging in and asking a clarifying question or another open-ended question to tease out some more details, you jump right to telling them something or selling them something, or like, oh, this is my point where I can, let's like dive in. But you didn't let me do that. I said, I really love that idea. And I was ready to ask you some questions about it. You're like, well, why do you say that? I was like, oh, what do you love about it? I think was exactly what you said. So I thought that was great. And you have that gift, and I have really tried to exercise more of that.
It's
Channeling my inner Mike Simmons.
it's those questions. And I think we'll get into this in the next one, but simplifying those questions. If we ask questions, it demonstrates a level of interest, a level of
Mm-hmm.
curiosity. We're interested in knowing something. I'm not going to ask a question if I'm not really interested in learning more about it. I don't need to manufacture that kind of stuff. If I want to share a perspective, I'm happy I can share a perspective. And if your response would have been, well, I don't know, tell me more, then I could have told you more. But there
Right.
was going to be some other thing that was going to come up through it. But by asking the question, we can gain additional clarity and understand things from the perspective of others, and to be in a better position to actually serve the customers we work with.
Oh, absolutely. Like one of my favorite Stephen Covey things was seek first to understand before you seek to be understood.
I can't think of a better way to wrap
Ooh.
up that one. That's an awesome, awesome Stephen Coveyism.